To conclude this afternoon's Standard Oil Company, New Jersey, broadcast by the Philharmonic, Mr. Stokowski will conduct two excerpts from Schwanda by the modern Czech composer Jaromír Weinberger. And here they are, the polka and fugue from Schwanda the Bagpipe Player by Weinberger. The final work on today's concert by Leopold Stokowski and the New York Philharmonic Symphony Orchestra, brought to you by Standard Oil Company, New Jersey, was the polka and fugue from Jaromir Weinberger's opera, Schwanda the Bagpipe Player.
Oh, I'm glad they back announced that after all that rapturous applause. A recording, off-air recording from 1949. And you're there, Frank.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes. Hello. Merry Christmas.
Merry
Happy New
Christmas.
Year
And to you. Yeah, we just had a very quick chat before, and it's a spontaneous event today.
Christmas greetings to the listener.
Yes, I just quickly go Frank Regan and say, yes, we're doing it. And yes, here we are. So, yeah, today and tomorrow, actually, but not tonight. But yay. So,
we're in recovery mode.
That's it. Recovery mode is what's happening. It's been one almighty week.
Catching up. That's fun to the bagpipe.
Oh, it's good, isn't it?
So happy.
It is. It's great.
Good fugue, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Amazing writing, actually. Weinberger. I always associate him with organ music. But,
I don't know much about him. He's sort of a one-hit wonder to me.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Well, but, he's probably written other good stuff.
He may well have, but yeah, that's the piece that gets the gets the Guernsey, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yay! And what's happened since I spoke to you? Well, we've had all of the big festivity stuff, and I'm sure you had a nice family.
Yes, over at my son's place.
Great. Oh, that's good.
And wonderful time with the grandkids, of course.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
Absolutely. Special times, you savour them. Yeah, we had lots of magic moments with our mob,
yeah.
And it's great to sort of be everyone's in the same state of mind, which is that's probably the best thing about the season, really.
It does actually achieve that, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think everyone sort of feels mobilised in the same way, feels the same sense of sharing stuff and reflecting and giving and all those things.
Terrific if you could continue it, but I don't know.
Yeah, I know. Then it all just goes back to the rat race.
I know. There's too many distractions, aren't there?
I know. So true. Yeah, so it's been that. And, of course, you saw The Messiah with the MSO a couple of weeks back.
Yes, that was good. The soloist we're not quite so enamoured of, but they were good. Yeah. And the choir was wonderful, and the orchestra was fantastic.
Good.
All in all, it's always good to be there.
Yes.
And we have tickets already for next year.
Okay. Oh, good for you. It's a great thing.
A year ahead.
Yeah, good on you.
The optimistic.
It is. Look, I think it's a great idea. Definitely. You've got to be there for the next one, and you've got to be for the one after, and at this keeps going. It's a commitment, Frank. Yeah, it's marvellous stuff.
It's a wonderful experience.
Yeah. I was reading today a review of the early stereo Beecham Messiah from, I think, 1961.
Not sure. No, the one I've got's in the 50s.
Is it? Okay, it might be late. Yeah, it's a Beecham one.
It's a mono. Mine's mono.
Yours is a mono version. Yeah. Anyhow, it just celebrates. The review was so glowing. I wish I could find it, but yeah, it's rapturous about the arrangement. Well, I didn't realise that the Beecham Messiahs used an orchestration by Eugene Ormandy. Yeah.
I heard it was Eugene Goossens.
Oh, sorry, Eugene Goossens. You're right. Sorry, I got the Eugene right, but the name wrong.
Yeah. He did. He must have done it shortly after he left Sydney.
Yeah, I think so. And apparently, it's just I've heard it before, but I must listen more closely now that I'm aware of the extent and the complexity of the orchestration. Apparently, it's just done with such really supporting Handel's grandiose notion of the story.
Well, Beecham certainly went along with that.
Yeah, he did. I think he sort of really felt a connection with the sound world, with Ormandy's. With Handel's sound world.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I might find a couple of excerpts later on. It'd be fun.
That's great.
It could be good. Yay. All right. Well, I didn't really anticipate much today. We've got half the system still not working. It's going to have to be fixed before I get back to doing this in full flight. But so we're working on about half of our regular systems in place. But I've got a 20s hit, and it is Henry Halstead and his Congress Orchestra on an Electron record. These were produced by Cole, sold in their variety stores and their own label. It's a relabeled disc, probably came from some other American source, and I don't know if Henry Halstead was an actual person, may have been. But we'll kick off with this one. It's a good tune. It's from the late 1920s. It'll be a bit rough because we don't have our sound, we don't have our noise reduction, but should do the trick. And the name of the tune is Just Like a Melody Out of the Sky. So we'll slap it on, and that'll be our kickstart for today. I'm vk3sl.
I'm vk3jr.
Okay, amidst all that crackle and pop and bacon cooking and everything, it sounds like the stove, really, without the noise reduction. It's like I've got the fry pan going. And,
hot stuff.
Yeah. So I don't know how it came across on air, but it was a pretty, the noise reduction does very well with records like that.
Yeah, it's got plenty to work on.
You had the authentic experience with
that's it.
Henry Halstead. I don't know anything about that. They're interesting, these discs. They got a big label, and it's got the word electron in great big letters across the label with sparks all around it because, I don't know, electricity was the big thing.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Just about anything.
Exactly. And it says proudly on the label, electrically recorded and made in Australia and the Electron Record Company. But it does have a big C at the top, letter C, which designates a Coles Embassy record, apparently.
Oh, yeah.
I've had that established. So, yeah, anyhow, there we have a bit of a local fare. Well, it's not really local fare. It's an overseas master, but, yeah, locally produced. Probably produced by vk3sl or Malted Products in Richmond.
For Coles.
For Coles.
J.G. Coles.
Yeah. I often find that one of the places I would have loved to have gone to was the Coles Book Arcade. I think it disappeared in the 20s. My grandmother.
Where was it?
It was in Burke Street. My grandmother used to speak about it, and it had one of the largest bookstores in the world.
Hey.
And it was just enormous, and they had a full-time salon orchestra playing there, and they had a little micro zoo, and they had all of these things to attract people into the store.
Yeah.
And cafes and everything, and people could encourage people to browse, which a lot of bookshops don't sort of do anymore.
It sounds counterintuitive, really.
Yeah, it does. But so they had little sofas and little sort of isolated areas, and it was just one of these Victorian mega stores where you could just get in everything and anything, and it was not the same Coles as Coles stores, a different Coles. He was an entrepreneur, Australian, and he wrote a number of books himself, and he was sort of like a homebrew philosopher, had some rather wacky philosophies, but he sort of, at least encouraged people to read.
Yeah.
And, his bookstore was one of the great Melbourne establishments back in the day. And I've often thought, if I could time travel and just be in that place and just experience that vibe, it'd be great. Yeah, Coles Book Arcade. And they put out a number of children's books. Yeah, the books were written in the late 19th century, early 20th century, but they were reissued right up until the 70s, facsimiles of them. And they had like puzzle pictures where the picture would have a concealed message in it. And if you look at it in certain ways, the message would come through, and lots of little...
little puzzly things.
Yeah, lots of sort of rhymes and poems and little jokes. But it was all very old world, and it just had that Edwardian vibe to it.
It wouldn't go today.
Oh, no, totally non-PC today, in every respect.
That's right.
That's crazy. But, it's interesting. So, alrighty, we'll play a few more. What have I got? I just pulled some random records off the shelf, and here we have a Regal Zonophonium. And what's this one? Oh, gosh, it's also really worn. Okay, we really have to. I'm sorry about this, folks. This is going to be a test of people's hearing. It's George Barclay and with Archie Alexander's Blue 4. I don't know what this is at all. It could be anything. It could be Hawaiian. It could be bluegrass. It could be It could be a jazz ensemble. It's the name of the tunes. I never had a Chance Irving Berlin tune, but it's this record's from 1933. Tell by the label, but we'll give it a go. Fingers crossed. I have the truncated elliptical stylus in hand, but I don't think it's going to do a lot. See how we go.
I guess there's nothing to do and nothing to say, but simply go on my way and call it a day. I guess I'm ready to go right back on the shelf, because at last I've learned where you're concerned I've just been fooling myself. never had a chance. I thought you cared for me, but now I see I never had a chance. Oh, never had a chance. Though you never told me so, somehow I know I never had a chance. I knew we'd have to part, or I could always reach your lips, but I could never reach your heart. My dream about romance ended in a friendly chat, but more than that, I never had a chance. About romance ended in a friendly chat, but more than that, I never had a chance.
Well, thank you for your indulgence. That was not an easy listen. Yeah, it really did have the frying pan treatment, that record. Never mind, it's George Barclay and Archie Alexander's Blue 4. I don't know anything about them, and I was in damage control. And I think I will check the condition of the record before I put them on. I know this next one's in a really good condition. This one I was sampling. I was playing it to some people last week or week before, and it's still on the table. It's a recording of Alfredo Campoli and his Dorchester Orchestra. Yay!
Excellent.
Oh, this is marvellous. I played this at the end of my Christmas special.
Yes.
On Christmas Day, we played some carols for an hour between 5 and 6, and at the end I said, for those who are not inclined towards carols, we have to have something to to balance things out. So I played this record, and it's good fun. It's salon music from the 30s, and of course Alfredo Campoli was one of the premier violinists of his age, and he was out of work in the early 30s, and here he formed a salon orchestra, a very, very high level orchestra in the Dorchester Hotel in London, and kept regular employment going. So it's a good story, but I know this is a laminated pressing, so it should sound it does sound pretty good. So here we go. Parade of the Pirates is the name of the tune. Alfredo Campoli. have it. Alfredo Campoli and his Salon Orchestra, recorded in the early 1930s when he was out of work, and he found a regular gig at the Dorchester Hotel. He made quite a few records, and they're all good. I savour them. I think they're marvellous. So there we go. That's our little exhibition disc. And we'll wrestle that one off and see what else we can find.
Right.
Yeah, anyhow, so what's news for you for what's happening in January? You got any plans, Frank?
Oh, there'll be a few social things cropping up.
Yes.
No trips away.
Mm-hmm. You're not going up to Queensland this year?
No, not going anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so. We may go to, I want to go to Tassie.
Yeah, sure.
With Kathy and David will probably come with us.
Oh, good.
But that's a bit later on in the year.
Sure.
Yeah.
Probably out of holiday season.
Just hang around and lots of things to do. Heaps of stuff I want to do.
Oh, yeah. And, I mean, you've got your new synths to
I have
explore. We're looking forward to a report. I know Mr. YJQ's been, I've been getting some emails where he's been reporting on various astronomical events and various things.
He's fairly much a regular on the coffee break now.
Oh, that's good. That's really good. Yes, I've noticed I get the coffee break circular, and I've seen his input. So there's an email circular that goes around here and there. And, he's got quite a lot to say, and he's working on the various telescopes and things. Yes,
he's he does a lot of that work. He does a lot of work up at the astronomical, the headquarters there of the Victorian Astronomical Society.
Yeah, sure.
And he's in charge of a particular facility which records low frequency electronic waves that happen when there are certain storm conditions.
Wow.
They're called whistlers.
Okay, I think I've heard of whistlers. I'd love to talk to him about it. I wonder if he's sampled them. And
he would have.
And with his imagination.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah, with his imagination for synths and such. You know, I mean, there could be some really interesting, creative exploits to be had. Recording music of the spheres. I think things have been done where they've recorded very, very low frequency, sort of just waves, and then doubled them and tripled them and made it into the audio spectrum.
Yeah, sort of rectified audio.
Yeah, that's it, and created sort of. Different sound worlds based on that principle. Yeah. Oh, well, we'll have to catch up with him. Anyhow, we'll just continue to play a few more records. And what do we have here? Millie Monty with Violino Cigano. This is one of Jamie's, actually. It's from the box. It's a tango, and it's a French, I think, yes, a French Fabrique en France. French Pathé disc from the 1930s. This will be interesting. So here we go, Mr. Monty, and it could be violinistic. We'll find out.
Suona per me, oh violino cigano, forse pensi anche tu a un amore laggiù, sotto un cielo lontano. È un segreto dolore, fa tremar la tua mano, questo canto d'amore fa tremare il mio cuore, oh violino cigano. Oh cigano dall'aria triste e appassionata, che fai piangere il tuo violino fra le dita, suona ancor come una dolce serenata, mentre pallida nel silenzio ascolterò questo tango che in una notte profumata il mio cuore a un altro cuore incatena. oh violino cigano, forse pensi anche tu a un amore laggiù, sotto un cielo lontano. Se un segreto dolore fa tremar la tua mano, questo canto d'amore fa tremare il mio cuore, oh violino cigano. Questo tango è d'amore, ma il mio amore lontano suona, suona per me, pur se piango con te, oh violino cigano.
Oh, goodness me, that brought me right back to another time and place, and deeply evocative. I love that record. Yes, Millie Monty was the soloist there on a Pathé disc. Reminds me of a film I saw the other day. I don't see many films. I'm too impatient and too impulsive and restless to watch films much. But I didn't see a film called Midnight in Paris. It's a Woody Allen film, came out about 10 years ago. And it featured, it actually was all about an artist who gets sent back into Paris in the golden age, in the 1920s, when the number of American playwrights and poets and luminary people, it was very international actually. There was a number of salons in Paris where there was a lot of creative interplay, and this artist magically gets brought back into that place, and it's all about his experiences. So we get to meet Scott and Zelda Fitzgerald, and Gertrude Stein's in it, and June Belmonte, who else? Pablo Picasso, George Braque. They're all sort of represented. Ernest Hemingway's got a major part in it. So they all sort of come to life in this salon.
There was a big sort of confluence of them, wasn't there? A big network.
Yes, that's right, exactly. There was a group. There was sort of an artist colony of a sort. And they were sort of all American expats, a lot of them were. And based around Hemingway and
another fellow called
Gertrude
Ezra
Stein.
Pound, he was in it.
Yes, I think you're right.
Definitely. He was an author.
Yes. And there was a collective, and the film really you never know if it's authentic, but there's a sort of earthiness about the dialogue, and you get a sense of what these people's personality may have been like. And I think Woody Allen went to a great deal of trouble to sort of represent them by their writing.
Yeah.
And so there's this wonderful sort of time machine in bringing you back to Paris. It's a comedy film, but it's so well done.
That'd be terrific.
It's marvelous stuff.
So what's it called?
It's called Midnight in Paris. It came out about 10 years ago, and it's all these literary figures and this young guy who's there on a boring family holiday with his wife, another couple who are sort of just tireless bores, and he's an artist himself, and he's just needing to escape them because they're doing all of the boring touristic stuff. And he takes a cab out in the middle of the night, and then on a certain street corner, a vintage car pulls up, and he jumps in, and he's taken back to the past.
Oh, wow.
He does it night after night, and then he returns to his normal group during the day, and of course they don't believe him, and it's all sort of and they think he's going nuts, which he sort of is. But it's charming. It's very well done. It's classic Woody Allen. I mean, the protagonist is Woody. It's not Woody Allen himself, but it's so like him. It's
I know. He always did that, didn't he?
He did that. He gets the main actor to sort of emulate him.
It's all about him, really.
Yeah, it is. Totally, it is. Absolutely. But look, it's a clever film, and it's one that I lasted the distance with. The other one we watched was a Marilyn Monroe film from the late 50s about jazz. What was it called? Was it? I'll look it up. Yeah, I watched that too, and that was interesting. But we just had a couple of days away, and there was some DVDs on the shelf. So yeah, that's what spawned all of this. Okay, well, having heard Millie Monty, I'm entranced by her voice. I love that sort of French sensuous style of singing.
Yes, so lovely. It's landing on a note, sliding up to the next note.
Yes, I love it.
Very, very continental, isn't it?
It certainly is, and it does transform me to that sort of cafe.
I know.
Salon. So look, we'll hear side B. It's called Nostalgico, and it's I can't read any of this. Slow Foxtrot's the only other words in English.
Don't worry.
It's a French Pathé record from that time.
Oggi il mio cuore è pieno di nostalgia, nostalgia di baci, nostalgia d'amore. Passa, sfiorisce tutta la vita mia, nei piaceri mendaci che avvelenano il cuore. Chi mi darà un puro amore, chi salverà questo cuore, chi mi dirà tu puoi sognare ancora. Oggi il mio cuore è pieno di nostalgia, nostalgia di baci, nostalgia d'amore. Stanca son di me, del mio destino, il piacer non è felicità. Vo' dimenticare, ma invano non so più sognare. Non ha che tristezza la giovinezza. Oggi il mio cuore è pieno di nostalgia, nostalgia di baci, nostalgia d'amore. Passa, sfiorisce tutta la vita mia, nei piaceri mendaci che avvelenano il cuore. Chi mi darà un puro amore, chi salverà questo cuore, chi mi dirà tu puoi sognare ancora. Oggi il mio cuore è pieno di nostalgia, nostalgia di baci, nostalgia d'amore.
With an asymmetric rhythmic accompaniment there at the end. But
puts a new slant on it.
Yeah, it does. But that was Millie Monty was the vocalist on that record. I can't tell you anything about Millie Monty. I just love the music. It's so lovely to hear. It's music with a European flavour. There's so many of these records, and they're all interesting, and I have no idea. This one's called Astringa La Strena. It's Italian through and through. I can't read a word of it. I'm going to play it though. It should be interesting. It's from the same era, and courtesy of Jamie, who's just bestowed all of his wonderful Continental discs, and there's just stacks of them, and they're all good.
Nearly threw them out, you know.
Oh, I'm so pleased we have them.
He remembered you.
I'm very grateful to Jamie.
Essere chiamato su
There we go. How about that?
I really like that.
I do too. I love its sort of, it's a sort of almost a sardonic edge to it.
There is that lovely minor sort of acid almost.
Yes. And it sort of has the sound of ages about it.
Yeah.
You sort of think they could have been singing that 1,000 years ago.
Indeed.
You get that sense of that deep history and
timeless feel.
It has a timeless feel, and that sense of deep yearning and a collective sense of purpose from a provincial community.
Yeah, it's not frivolous at all.
No, not at all. It's powerful stuff. Oh, I want to hear look. I'll play the other side. I have no idea. I can't even pronounce it. I think it's Italian because it's an Italian Columbia. Marcia di Fabbrica says. So I don't know. Well, but I find myself drawn into this world.
accende chi ne guarda il campo degli ore di accende chi ne guarda quando è bella, dove la fatta sta il campo degli ore di dove la fatta sta l'aiuto a calluce che campo degli ore di l'aiuto a calluce scolenza bella dove lo caccia pure il campo degli ore di dove lo caccia pure da sparare.
Oh, wow. I feel myself really drawn into that. Fascinating stuff.
It's lovely. It's a real community sort of thing, isn't it?
It has. It's got a great sense of collaboration and purpose. And it's folk, like all European folk music, there's an abandon and a deep felt tradition at the Bay.
They all sang well, though, didn't they?
They did. They sang it so well with so much fervour, and it's very moving. I love that record.
Me too.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Any more?
Yeah, well, there's all sorts of things in this pile. The next one's a recording of Piotr Lechensko. Piotr Lechensko, he was actually Ukrainian singer. I'll give you a little bit of his bio because we have played his records before, but I'd like to just draw attention to a few things.
Good.
Yeah, he was born in the Ukraine and worked a lot in Romania and Ukraine, Russia. After the war, he also, he worked at restaurants, serving, dishwashing, performing small theatrical acts. He had a soft baritone voice. After taking ballet lessons in Paris, he started performing with Latvian wife, Zinaida Zakit, a dancer. The act was a mixture of ballet, folklore, dance, and European tango. I love these stories, which are so popular it led to tours of Egypt, Syria, Lebanon, Turkey, Germany, and Great Britain. It was at Riga that he improvised gypsy music and tango, singing to make up for the absence of his pregnant wife, that he discovered he could sing in front of an audience. Wow. In 1935, he was at the peak of his success, though he still included old Russian romances and even Soviet songs in his repertoire. Songs were now composed for him exclusively. One of his favourite non-Russian composers was Peter Bertsky, but he also sang works composed by Pavel German, it goes on, Czech composers. Lechensko performed for European nobles and white anti-Bolshevik Russian emigres at his own Lechensko Cabaret in Bucharest. The first part of every performance would typically be dedicated to gypsy music, but during the second part, Lechensko would dress up in a tuxedo with a white silk handkerchief and sing and dance Argentina and tango. These are marvellous. This is marvellous stuff. In the Soviet Union, his work was banned because he was believed to be a white emigre, which he was not legally, and because of the style, tango and foxtrot was deemed counter-revolutionary. Nevertheless, he was very popular, and people would even listen to Radio Tehran to hear his music. Wow, 78 records were smuggled into the country from the Baltics, and specialists would bootleg his music into ribs. Oh, X-ray records.
Oh, good heavens.
Have you heard about those X-ray records?
No.
Oh, this is a great story. Oh, no, this is a whole missions we should devote to this. It was a bit of a bootlegging thing in Russia to use old X-ray prints, the X-ray photographic plates, and use them on recording machines and etch etch sound onto them,
Good
and then deliver them and as bootleg records. So you often got these pictures of people's ribs or skulls or arms, but with a soundtrack etched on. And there's a whole industry of this. They were circulated everywhere, and people would sell off these photographic plates which were etched as recordings right up until the Beatles era.
Good Lord, I've never heard of it.
They're called ribs because
Ribs.
and
For obvious reasons.
yeah. So it's now when people want music, they'll do anything for it. It's incredible. But there's a great podcast. I think Mr. Fleming or someone brought that to my attention a while ago, and it's such an interesting story. And there was a counterculture of enormous proportions selling these older X-rays and as records and circulating them for music that was banned in the USSR. So anyhow, that's diversions going back to Mr. Ledichescu. During the Second World War and subsequent occupation of Odessa by the Romanian army, Ledichescu was finally able to perform in the country he still considered his own. People would queue for hours on end to buy a ticket to one of his Odessa concerts. It was at Odessa that Piotr met his second wife, Georgievna Beluskova, who would later take work back in Romania. It goes on and on and on and on and on. And notable songs. He lived right up until the modern age, I think. Yeah, I'm not sure. When did he die? I think it wasn't that long ago. I know. He did die a while ago, 1894 to 1954. So that's the story of Piotr Ledichescu, just a bit of the picture. So we'll play.
Story.
Yeah, he was huge, and I've seen there's lots of his records in these batches, but I'll play this one here is a Ukrainian folk song. It's called Komarik, Komarik. So it's sung in Russian, but it's Ukrainian music. It's all sort of rather topical, isn't it?
Very.
Ой, що ж та за чому чинився, що комар та й нам усі оженився, що комар та й нам усі оженився, та взяв жінку собі невеличку, що не вмієш ти прасти не варити, що не вмієш чоловіком добре жити. Полетів же комар, чисте поле, зелено дібраво, чисте поле, зелено дібраво. Та й сів же комар на дубочку, звісив свої ніженьки на кілочку, звісив свої ніженьки на кілочку. Зірвалася шура-бура, вона ж того комарика дубадула, вона ж того комарика дубадула. Та й упав же комар, та й убився. Всі кісточки поламав, покришився, всі кісточки поламав, покришився. Ой, що ж там лежить за покойник, чи то пан генерал, чи полковник, чи то пан генерал, чи полковник. То не пан генерал, не полковник, а то наші мусеньки полюбовник, а то наші мусеньки полюбовник. Ой, що ж та й за шум учинився, що комар та й нам усі оженився, що комар та й нам усі оженився.
Yay, that was Pierre Ledachenko. And sing a Ukrainian folk song with great energy and passion and wonderful delivery. I love it.
You bet, yeah.
Yeah, I love the way the accordion just embroiders the song.
Oh, that's terrific.
It is, it's good.
A very good instrument, the accordion.
Yeah, it is. It does.
Sometimes maligned, but
I know.
It is a very versatile, great folk instrument.
Yeah, exactly. It's not all. Who's the wonderful guy?
The Lawrence Welk.
Lawrence Welk.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Turn up the bubble.
Yeah, exactly. It's not all that. It's got this beautiful sort of wonderful way of viewing spice and character into music. In examples like we just heard, it's just great how it really lifts the song. I should play the other side, Frank.
Yeah.
I'm being a bit lazy doing this as playing.
No, do it.
But these records, once they go back into the box, they sort of...
They get lost here.
They do. There are many more of Per Ledachenko's records here, but we'll discover them in due course. But yeah, the other one is... Fascinating Eyes, I think it translates to. And... yes, with guitar in this instance. So, yes, and again, it's a Ukrainian folk song. So, interesting. All right, well, we're listening to a test transmission on vk3sl.
I'm vk3jr on 2B.
Ніч і ясні, як день, каріє очі, кудри шовкові, де ж ви навчились зводить людей. Як я вас бачу, то я веселий, як вас не бачу, плачу щодня. Каріє очі, кудри шовковий, не покидайте мене щодня. Каріє очі, кудри шовкові, не покидайте мене щодня.
Heartfelt performance by Peter.
Very deeply felt.
It was very special. Oh gosh,
Sadly felt.
yes, indeed. And I was just reading Frank about his demise. It's really sad. I didn't realise this. I wait for it. Oh, after Romania switched sides in August 1944 and the Soviet army entered Romania, Lechenko was not arrested but became a protege of the General Vladimir Ivanovich Burin, military commander of the Red Army garrison in Bucharest. Some sources believe this was due to Marshal Zhukov being a secret admirer of his music. Yeah, Piotr probably thought so, and after the war wrote many letters to friends in the Soviet Union asking them to contact high-level officials so that he and his wife Vera may be allowed back into the country of their birth. In 1951, a week after receiving an official letter granting them permission to settle in the Soviet Union, Vera and Piotr were arrested by the Romanian police.
Oh, no.
Vera was extradited to the Soviet Union, where she was condemned to forced labour, for, amongst other things, for marrying a foreigner.
Oh.
And Piotr was detained in a prison near Bucharest and was then sent to forced labour camp at Danube Black Sea Canal.
Oh, my God.
Both outlived Joseph Stalin, but Piotr died in the prison hospital in 1954 without Vera at his side. She had been released but didn't know her husband was still alive. This is tragic.
Terrible.
Some friends present when he died claimed his last words were, "Friends, I am happy, for I will return to my fatherland. I am going away, but I leave you my heart." That's his last words. Vera died on December the 18th, 2009, aged 86.
Oh, good heavens.
Goodness me. Well, that's a terribly sad story in the end, isn't
Shocking.
it? Gosh, I didn't realise. I had no idea that such a force of nature could, what happened so often, didn't it? And it's still happening. Terrible things happen.
So.
It's so fickle and it's so deeply, it's so steeped in tradition and complexity, and I don't know. How do you make sense of things in that theatre of happenings?
You can't.
You can't. Okay. Well,
I don't try.
No, you can't. It's just, it's complex beyond imagination. And I think if you lived there, it would be, your allegiances and your sense of purpose would be connected so deeply to things that couldn't possibly be understood by anybody else.
Very.
Okay, total change of track. The next record in the pile, literally the next one, is Freddie's Swiss Girls.
Oh.
And it's called Hop Sa Sa. Oh, here we go. I think I might have played this before. Swiss yodeling, recorded in Switzerland.
Nicked under your guard.
Okay, I didn't see that little fine print there. I didn't see it coming. I might just go up and top up my glass of wine. But we'll play it anyhow. It's Hop Sa Sa. It's the name of the track. It's a Carinya record. And it's warped. There we go. I pressed it. It's down on the turntable now. Okay, that passes.
Very restrained.
Yes, it was. It was
very restrained.
Yes.
Quite genteel.
It was, actually. I take back my yodeling sort of prejudice, non-yodeling prejudice or something. But yeah.
I used to hear a lot of that music on Swiss Broadcasting.
I bet you did.
I was a kid.
Yeah.
I used to like it, you know.
Yeah, of course. Absolutely. No, I mean, tongue-in-cheek. I
know. But I mean, what I did really like, not so much the yodeling, but they had lovely accordion dance music like that. Like that without the yodeling.
Yeah.
And they had programs of it. One in particular was on 11 o'clock on Friday night.
Okay.
And it was folk dancing type music.
Oh,
they played
really?
Lendlers and all sorts of...
Oh, that's good. That would have been good. Yay. And that was on Swiss radio.
Yes.
Oh,
Swiss Broadcasting
Broadcasting
19-metre band.
Oh, my goodness me. Oh, you must have known all the programs. You would have been flipping around and just knowing what's on when.
I actually had a fair knowledge of what was...
Oh, you would have. Oh, it's so enticing. I love that sound of music on shortwave with the selective fade, and it's
just so official, isn't it?
It certainly is.
It just drives home to you that it's coming from a long way away.
That's it, exactly. It is. It's got a real time and place. It's a stamp of authenticity. It is literally coming to you from...
Played to my passions, that sort of stuff.
Yeah, totally. Oh, that's great. Yeah, imagine.
I've got to go and order the fix up the takeaway.
Yes, that's fine. Are you going to come back after that, or?
I certainly will do that. But could take me a few minutes because I'm not sure where I'm going to get the takeaway.
Well, look, since I'm being lazy today, I'll just play the other side of that record.
Go for it. Yeah.
I'll play some more Swisslander, and
I'll be back soon.
This one's a polka, actually. Yes, no worries at all, Frank. We will look forward to catching up. Right. Well, we'll hear this. This is another Elite special. Made in Australia is the label. It's a Carinya. It's a record with a very a mermaid on the label on the map of Australia, wielding a sword and above her head, and with her very voluptuous figure at bay, and it's a great label. It'd be a great T-shirt. Anyhow, we'll hear. I don't know if you can wear this T-shirt, but it does look good. The sword looks like a record, in fact. Anyhow, we'll hear more of Freddie's Swiss Girls, and for the older gentleman, I think is the translation. It's in the finer print there. But
it's got the imagination going already.
I think it does. Swiss Flav there, and a recording of the wrestle this record off, and I can tell you that we heard the Freddie's Swiss Girls, Freddie Pulver, and that was a polka called For Older Gentlemen on a Carinya record, and I do like that label. So we've had a bit of a continental sort of feast this afternoon, quite inadvertently. I wasn't sort of planning for that, but pulled a few records out of the box and they were all good and took us down our proverbial rabbit hole. Now, we'll change gear completely because there's a jazz pile and a recording here of Humphrey Littleton and his band. Gosh, this record's not in the best condition. It's got a 50-cent stamp on it. Who sold it for 50 cents, does it tell us? Record Finder, 50 cents. Okay, Humphrey Littleton and his band on the parlophone, and it's from the 1950s Super Rhythm Style series. These things were often sort of presented as anthologies, like football cards, Cornies cards. You just collect them, collect the records. Careless Love Blues, like Humphrey Littleton and his band. So let's go back to Britain in the 1950s. Okay, a very scratched up record, I'm afraid. It was worse condition than I anticipated. I take for granted that I have a noise reduction system, usually in sync, but sadly it's out of order at the moment until I replace the voltage regulator and the delegation mixer that I use for all of that stuff. It's a bit of a hassle, actually. It's going to take me a while. I have to find the part. The biggest problem here is sort of disconnecting and reconnecting. It just takes forever, but we'll get there. That's on the cards. I'm not going to play the other side because that record's too scratched up. What else do we have in the batch? These are recordings. Here we go. There's more here. There's another British one here somewhere. I'm going to flip through and see what we can find. Oh, there's a Bix record. We'll save that one. And we're just going through the pile of 78s here. I thought there was a Ray Ellington here, but I don't think I can find it.
You made a few records, Ray.
Yeah, here he is. I just always associate him with the Goons, of course.
With his quintet?
Yeah, it is. It's the quartet, vocals by Ray Ellington. I thought it was really good. I used to love those interludes in the Goons.
Oh, terrific. Yeah, and Max Galbraith was good too, wasn't he?
Yeah, totally. Wonderful harmonica player.
Very good.
Yeah. All right. Well, we got 5 guys named Mo and 3 bears. The 3 bears. What do you reckon?
I reckon go 5 guys called Mo.
Okay. I think you've chosen the right side. It's in better condition than the others.
Yeah, I think 3 bears could be a bit juvenile.
Yeah, it could be. All right. Here we go. 5 guys named Mo. We're listening to the Ray Ellington Quartet.
I'm gonna tell you a story from way back. Now truck on down and dig me Jack, this big Mo, little Mo, boy Mo, Heat Mo. Look at brother, look at brother, look at brother. Heat Mo, 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 Mo. Who's the greatest band in town? Make the cats jump up and down. Who's the pride of rhythm town? 5 guys named Mo. When they start to beat it out, the cats all start to jump and shout. Who that? The critics rave about. 5 guys named Mo. Oh, they came out of nowhere, and that don't mean a real. That's right. They rate higher, you know why? When you hear them sing, highbrow, lowbrow, all agree. They're the tops in harmony. I'm telling you boys, you really ought to see 5 guys named Mo. Bam 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 bam. Give up the blue 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 ah. Give up the blue 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 ah. Hobbity 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 bam bam. Now you've heard my story from way back. Did you dig me, Jack? It's Big Mo, Little Mo, Boy Mo, No Mo. Look at brother, look at brother, look at brother. Heat Mo, 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 Mo.
Now just a minute, brother, eh? How many more did I do?
Oh, listen, Cole, don't give me that jive. Now you heard me count way up to 5. I'm gonna tell you just once again. Now listen to me and put down that gin. There's Big Mo,
1,
Little Mo,
2,
4 Mo,
3,
No Mo.
Look
at brother, look at brother, look at brother. Heat Mo, 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 Mo.
You only counted all the time.
I'll kill that guy, yeah.
One guy,
Little bitty Mo,
2 guys,
4 Mo,
3 guys,
Heat Mo,
4 guys,
No Mo,
5 guys,
Big Mo, 5 little guys, Big Mo.
Wow, talk about exactitude. That was just fabulous.
Yeah, pretty tight, wasn't
They
they?
were really tight and just spot on. There was a real sort of raw energy there. He's black. I don't know anything. I need to find out about Ray Ellington.
Sounded pretty young then to me.
Yeah,
Like,
1948.
by Goon Show standards.
Yes, it's before the Goons. When did the Goons start? Was it around that time?
Goon started about 52, 51.
Oh, so this is about 4 years earlier.
Yeah.
Ray Ellington. Let's get the verb, the blurb. Here we go. Henry Pitts Brown, known professionally as Ray Ellington, was an English singer, drummer, and band leader. Best known for his appearances on the Goon Show from 51 to 60. The Ray Ellington Quartet had a regular musical segment on the show, as we know, and Ellington also had a small speaking role in many episodes, often as
He did, that's right.
yeah, parodic his African, Native American, or Arab chieftain.
That's it.
Yeah. Early life. Ellington was born Henry Pitts Brown in 155 Kensington Road, Kensington, London, the youngest of 4 children. His father was Henry Pitts Brown, an African-American musical comedian and entertainer. You can hear that influence. His mother was Eva Schenkel Rosenthal, a Russian Jew. Wow. His father died when Brown was 4 years old. Ellington was raised an Orthodox Jew and attended the South London Jewish School before entering show business at the age of 12, where he appeared as an acting role on the London stage. Okay, his first break came in 1937 when he joined Harry Roy and his orchestra as the band's drummer. I did not know that.
Oh, there you go. Who knew that, eh?
That is an interesting story, yeah. And replacing Joe Daniels. His vocal talents were put to good use too from the time of his first session when he recorded Swing for Sale.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm going to look that up. Ellington was called up in May 1940 when he joined the Royal Air Force as a physical training instructor where he served throughout the war. He played in service bands, including the RAF Blue Eagles. After demobilisation, Ellington resumed his career fronting his own group, playing the Bag o' Nails Club. Early in 1947, he rejoined the Harry Roy Band for a few months, and then Ellington specialised in jazz but experimented with many other genres, and his musical style was heavily influenced by the comedian Jump Blues. Yes, Jump Blues. You could hear it. Of Louis Jordan.
Oh, yeah.
So interesting. Ellington's band was one of the first in the UK to feature the stripped-back guitar, bass, drums, piano format that became the basis of rock and roll, as well as being one of the first groups in Britain to prominently feature the electric guitar. They're also reputedly the first jazz band in the UK to use an amplified guitar. Interesting.
Gee, they were pretty forward-looking,
They
weren't they?
were, which was produced and introduced by the guitar player Lordric Caton. The other members of the Ellington Quartet were Dick Katz on the piano, and who was a fantastic piano playing on that last record.
Oh, yeah.
Coleridge Good on the bass. And did you notice that the singing with the bass, I don't know if it was the bass player singing while playing, but there was a real sort of sing-play dynamic there.
That was terrific.
Yeah.
They're very talented.
They certainly are. When guitarist Catlin moved on, he was succeeded in turn by Laurie Dent, Australian Don Fraser and Judd Proctor. Oh, gosh. Early in the Goon-Show's run, there were many jokes linking Ellington to the African nation of Ghana, thus leading Ellington to say that he came from Ghana. Ellington's recording of The Madison reached number 36 in the UK singles charts in 1962. He's married to Anita West, who became the second female presenter of Blue Peter when she replaced Layla Williams, but left after 4 months. Okay. Had 2 children, goes on. What happened? He died of cancer. In 1985. Okay, well, there we go. It's not much about him in the subsequent decades. You don't hear about what he died in 1985.
No.
What he was doing in the 70s and early 80s, we don't know. But there's a track here that's popped up. I just did a quick check on him. There's a track called Fat Swallow Medley. So it's, what is it? Oh, My Very Good Friend the Milkman. I love that song.
Oh, I do too.
Yeah, and It's a Sin to Tell a Lie. Well, these are classic Fat Swallow tunes played by Mr. Ellington, not the Duke, but rather Ray Ellington and his quartet. Let's have a listen.
My very good friend, the milkman, said that I've been losing too much sleep. He doesn't like the hours I keep, and he suggests that you should marry me. That's what the man said. My very good friend, the postman, says that it would make his burden less if we both had the same address, and he suggests that you should marry me. Then there's a very friendly fellow, Prince, or the latest real estate news, and every day he sends me blueprints of cottages with country views. My very good friend and neighbors say that they've been watching things I do, and they believe that I love you. So I suggest that you should marry me. Oh, listen, I'm talking to you. Be sure it's true when you say I love you. It's a sin to tell a lie. Millions of hearts have been broken. Yes, sir. Just because these words were spoken. None of the words that were spoken. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Yeah. But if you break my heart, I'll break it, you're then I'll die. So be sure it's true when you say I love you. It's a sin to tell a lie. Ah, mercy.
Well, channeling Fats Waller, we heard Ray Ellington and his quartet remastered. Yes. Oh, that's marvelous stuff. Oh, I love it.
He always was. Yeah, that's how he did it.
Yeah, I just keep waiting for Blood Dog to come in straight after. It's so imprinted on me, that sort of Ellington Goon synergy, you know.
I know.
Yeah.
Marvellous, wasn't it?
It certainly is. Oh, look, I tell you what, I found there's a playlist of a whole lot of their music, so we'll just let that riff for a while, and that'll be our ride out today. I did have...
I'm going to have to go.
Yeah, sure. No worries.
I'll be sort of right for 5 minutes, but probably if you're going to have a break, I'll be gone by the time.
Yeah, look, that's fine. Look, I think we'll just ride at this point. We'll just go with the playlist, and I was going to play the excerpts from the Beach and Messiah, but I've got that ready for tomorrow. Maybe
we can tomorrow. Yeah,
yeah, let's do that, and we can play some excerpts from the 1959 recording. Apparently,
that would be. I must look mine out, and I'll have. I'll tell you about it tomorrow night.
Please do, because often they release them both in mono and in stereo, and we may be speaking about the same recording, but we could have a bit of a Messiah sesh tomorrow. That could be great.
I'd love it.
Yeah, all right. Well, we'll look forward to that, Frank, tomorrow.
Indeed, Steve.
And then after that, I'm away. I'm walking in the high plains. We leave on Sunday morning very early, and we're driving all the way to Guthica Power Station, I think is where we're parking the car. We're climbing up into the high plains, and we're walking for a week. And that's my 3 daughters, Kate and I, and so we're going to just be in the wilderness for a while, which I'm just looking forward to so much.
Wonderful.
Our whole lounge room is just a row of backpacks and all of our gear at the moment, so we're just getting everything in sync and ready to go. So that'll be our second escape these holidays.
Sounds terrific.
All right. Well, look forward to catching up tomorrow, Frank. That'll be great. And we'll you have a lovely evening.
And you too.
And we'll just get this lined up. I'll have to find it. Here it is.
vk3sl saying adieu to the listener.
Yeah.
And season's greetings.
Yes. And, all of that. Definitely season's greetings. And thank you for tuning in, for being a part of it. Yeah. All right then, Frank. Catch you tomorrow.
Catch you tomorrow, Steve.
And
vk3sl clear.
And vk3sl saying cheerio until tomorrow at 5. In the meantime, let's hear more of the Ray Ellington Quartet.
Boom! Why did my heart go boom? Me and my heart go boom, boom, bitty boom, 'cause I found you. Boom, when you were near, it's boom. I can see love in bloom, boom, bitty boom, all around you. I wasn't at 7 or 11 or cruising around the Pacific. I only know that I can't let you go. Your affection for me is terrific. Boom, when we are bride and groom. Oh, won't my heart go boom, boom, bitty boom, 'cause I love you. 7 or 11 or cruising around the Pacific. I only know that I can't let you go. Your effect upon me is terrific. Is it? Boom, when we are bride and groom. Oh, won't my heart go boom, boom, bitty boom, 'cause I love you, darling. Je vous aime beaucoup. Je ne sais pas what to do. Why did my heart go boom? Me and my heart go boom, boom, bitty boom, 'cause I found you. Boom, when you were near, it's boom. I can see love in bloom, boom, bitty boom, all around you. I wanted at 7 or 11 or cruising around the Pacific. I only know that I can't let you go. Your effect upon me is terrific. Boom, when we are bride and groom. Oh, won't my heart go boom, boom, bitty boom, 'cause I love you. At 7 or 11 or cruising around the Pacific. I only know that I can't let you go. Your effect upon me is terrific. Is it? Boom, when we are bride and groom. Oh, won't my heart go boom, boom, bitty boom, 'cause I love you, darling. Je vous aime beaucoup. Je ne sais pas what to do. Too much, too much, too much, too much, too much, too much. Ooh, too much, too much, too much, too much, much too much. You're just too marvelous for words, like glorious, glamorous, and that old standby amorous. It's all too wonderful, I'll never find the words that say enough, tell enough. I mean, they just aren't swell enough. You're much too much, and just too very, very to ever be in Webster's dictionary. And so I'm borrowing a love song from the birds to tell you that you're marvelous, too marvelous for words. I think you're swell, nice. Too very, very to ever be in Webster's dictionary. And so I'm borrowing a love song from the birds to tell you that you're marvelous, too marvelous for words to tell you that you're marvelous, too marvelous for words. When lovers need no rendezvous to stroll along Fifth Avenue, when this familiar world is through, baby, will you still be mine? When cabs don't drive around the park, no windows light the summer dark, when lover's lost its secret spark, oh, will you still be mine? Or when moonlight on the Hudson's not romancing, and spring no longer turns a young man's fancy, when glamour girls have lost their charms, when sirens just mean false alarms, when lovers heed no call to arms, will you still be mine? Spring no longer turns a young man's fancy, when glamour girls have lost their charms, when sirens just mean false alarms, when lovers heed no call to arms, will you still be mine? Will you still be mine? From this moment on, you for me, dear, only 240, dear. From this moment on, from this happy day, no more blue songs, only hoop-de-doo songs. From this moment on, for you got the love I need so much. Got the skin I love to touch. Got the arms to hold me tight. Got the sweet lips to kiss me goodnight. From this moment on, you and I, babe, we'll be riding high, babe. Every care has gone. From this moment on, oh yes. Love, I need so much. You got this skin I love to touch. You got the arms, those loving arms to hold me tight. You got the sweet lips to kiss me goodnight. From this moment on, you and I, babe, we'll be riding high, babe. Every care has gone. From this moment, from this instant, from this precious moment on. H. I got a girl in Kalamazoo. I don't want to boast, but I know she's a toast of Kalamazoo, zoo, 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 zoo. Years have gone by, my, how she grew. I like her looks when I carried her books in Kalamazoo, zoo, zoo. I'm gonna send a wire, hopping on a flyer, leaving today. Am I dreaming? I can hear screaming.
Hey, Mr. Jackson!
Everything's okay. Kalamazoo. What a girl, a real pipperoo. I'll make my bid for that freckle-faced kid I'm hurrying to. I'm going to Michigan to see the sweetest gal in Kalamazoo. The train's leaving from platform 9. First call for lunch. Sausages and mash. Cold meat pie and greasy chips. Beans on toast. 3 pounds 10. With coffee. All aboard. I'm gonna send a wire, hopping on a flyer, leaving today. Oh, am I dreaming? I can hear her screaming.
Hey, Mr. Jackson!
Everything's okay. Kalamazoo. Oh, what a girl, a real pipperoo. Oh, I'll make my bid for that freckle-faced kid I'm hurrying to. I'm gonna Michigan to see the sweetest girl. I'm gonna see my mixed-up chick. All aboard. Yes, yes. My. Come. I'm gonna see the sweetest gal in Kalamazoo. Yes, sir, this train is real going. My very good friend, the milkman, said that I've been losing too much sleep. He doesn't like the hours I keep, and he suggests that you should marry me. That's what the man said. My very good friend, the postman, says that it would make his burden less if we both had the same address, and he suggests that you should marry me. Then there's a very friendly fellow, Prince, or the latest real estate news, and every day he sends me blueprints of cottages with country views. My very good friend and neighbors say that they've been watching things I do, and they believe that I love you. So I suggest that you should marry me. Oh, listen, I'm talking to you. Be sure it's true when you say I love you. It's a sin to tell a lie. Millions of hearts have been broken. Yes, sir. Just because these words were spoken. None of the words that were spoken. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Yeah. But if you break my heart, I'll break your jaw, then I'll die. So be sure it's true when you say I love you. It's a sin to tell a lie. Ah, mercy. The flat-foot flugy with a Floyd, the flat-foot flugy with a flow. The flat-foot flugy with a flow. The flat-foot flugy with a flow down. If you're feeling low down, don't know what to do. If you want a showdown, here's the dance for you. The flat-foot flugy with a Floyd oil. The flat-foot flugy with a Floyd oil. Flat-foot flugy with a Floyd oil. Floyd oil. She's got flat feet. She's a real treat. All those plates of meats. Floyd oil. She's got a sharp style and a sweet smile, but those flat feet. Floyd oil. She's got flat feet. She's a real treat. Oh, brother, those plates of meats. It's the right hand that plays the tricks. But no matter what you do with the right hand, it's the left hand that gives the kicks. It's the left hand that sends you rocking. It's the right hand that plays the licks. But no matter what you do with the right hand, it's the left hand that gives the kicks. Yes, here's my recipe. Take a melody, 8 to the bar, a riff on the guitar, bass to fit the beat, drum breaks and eat. But don't forget, 'cause I'm willing to bet it's the left hand that rolls the boogie. It's the right hand that adds the spice. That's nice. But no matter what you do with the right hand, it's the left hand that's so nice. Well, music lovers, it all began in the Okefenokee Swamp with the alligator boogie. Now, these alligators jumped aboard a train which had its own boogie. All aboard! And soon we arrive in the big city of Barnsley, where in the working man's nightclub, we hear the Barrel House boogie. And here are the club secretary's views on it.
Well, I don't mind a bit of this here boogie-woogie, but I can't stand that there bebop stuff.
Frightful square. Of course, the sophisticated set prefer dancing to the Begin boogie. Ooh, what a day. My dear, you dance divinely.
Here, no, kid, I'll make your type before.
I beg your pardon. And lastly, here's a request for Mrs. Key Karuna of Deluby, Nagaflopit, England, for the Victor Sylvester boogie. Quick, quick, slow, slow, quick, quick, slow, 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 quick, 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 quick. However, friends, whichever way you prefer your boogie, remember, it's the left hand that rolls the boogie. It's the right hand that adds the spice. But no matter what you do with the right hand, it's the left hand that's so nice. God blame you. what you do, it's the way what you do it. Tain't what you do, it's the way that you do it. Tain't what you do, it's the way that you do it. That's what gets the results. It ain't what you do, it's the place that you do it. It ain't what you do, it's the place that you do it. It ain't what you do, it's the place that you do it. That's what gets the results. You can try hard, don't mean a thing. Take it easy, easy, then you jive or swing. It ain't what you do, it's the place that you do it. It ain't what you do, it's the place that you do it. It ain't what you do, it's the place that you do it. That's what gets results. It ain't what you do, it's the way that you do it. Dig cats. Oh, that's nice. It ain't what you do, it's the way that you do it. Get a load of Peter McGurk. Ooh. Ah, talk to me. It's the way that you do it. Oh, listen to John Proctor. That's my boy. Tell you what you do, it's the way that you do it. Now it's my turn. You can try hard, don't mean a thing. Oh, take it easy, I said easy. Dig the jive and swing. It ain't what you do, it's the way that you do it. Ain't what you do, it's the way that you do it. Ain't what you do, it's the way that you do it. That's what gets results. That's what gets results. That's what gets results. It ain't what you do, it's the way that you do it.
blah. Do blue. I'm gonna tell you a story from way back. Now truck on down and dig me Jack, this big Mo, little Mo, boy Mo, heat Mo. Look at brother, look at brother, look at brother. Heat Mo, 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 Mo. Who's the greatest band in town? Makes the cats jump up and down. Who's the pride of Rhythm Town? Five guys named Mo. Oh, when they start to beat it out, the cats all start and jump and shout. Who that? The critics rave about. Five guys named Mo. Oh, they came out of nowhere, and that don't mean a ring. That's right. They rate higher, you know why? When you hear them sing, my highbrow, lowbrow, all agree. They're the tops in harmony. I'm telling you, boys, you really ought to see five guys named Mo. Hum bam doo bam, hum bam doo ah. Bam 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 dum 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 bam. Hip up dip 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 doo ah. Hip up dip 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 ah. Hobbity 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 bam bam. Now you've heard my story from way back. Did you dig me, Jack? It's Big Mo, Little Mo, Five Mo, No Mo. Look at brother, look at brother, look at brother. Heat Mo, 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 Mo.
Now just a minute, brother, eh? How many moles did I have you say?
Oh, listen, Cole, don't give me that jive. Now you heard me count way up to five. I'm gonna tell you just once again. Now listen to me and put down that gin. It's Big Mo,
One,
Little Mo,
two,
Five Mo,
three,
No Mo. Look at brother, look at brother, look at brother. Heat Mo, 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 Mo.
You only counted on the bar.
I'll kill that guy yet.
One guy,
Little bitty Mo,
two guys,
Five Mo,
three guys,
Heat Mo,
four guys,
No Mo,
five guys.
Big Mo, five little guys named Mo.
Rockin' and rollin' and rollin' and rockin' and rollin' and rockin' and rockin' and rollin' and rollin' and rockin' and rockin' and rollin'. That rockin' and rollin' man, that rockin' and rollin' man, he can play rock and roll like no one can. The rock of Gibraltar, the rolling tide, there must be a little of each inside. That rockin' and rollin' man, that rockin' and rollin' man, he can play rock and roll like no one can. With just a guitar slung around his neck, it starts you a rockin' till you're a wreck. That rockin' and rollin' man, that rockin' and rollin' man, he can play rock and roll like no one can. He's made a new record and it's the tops. They can't get enough in the record shops. That rockin' and rollin' man, that rockin' and rollin' man, he can play rock and roll like no one can. Yes.
Folks, you've been listening to the music of Ray Ellington and his quartet. A variety of recordings made in the 1950s, early 1960s, and he was a force of nature, was Ray Ellington, always associated with The Goon Show. Thanks, folks, for listening in. Thanks for your company. We look forward to tomorrow afternoon. No missions tonight, but tomorrow afternoon we'll be back on board. I'm vk3sl.